still watching Login. Yes, anyways, the next event is the Coca-Cola Let's Go Crazy campaign. Now, if you haven't already seen what's going on the TVs, yes, Coca-Cola has brought a new campaign called Africa Let's Go Crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we'd like to change your perspective, and Coca-Cola wants to bring the truth to you. We want to teach you that Africans, deep in our hearts, we can go crazy for kindness. But before that, I want you guys to loosen up, okay? I need you guys to feel free. What?
Are you ready to go crazy?
To go crazy with what? Whoa, hey.
Yeah, and this is basically just showing you Africans to get the culture of giving, the culture of being kind to one another. If you see a friend in the morning, go and hug them just to tell them you love them, just so they can be happy people. This campaign is all about talking about people who do things for no payment.
Are you crazy for good?
Crazy for good indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brandon Sema, in charge of marketing for all of Coca-Cola business unit here in Uganda. It's the man who's going to be pushing this product here.
I would love to. There's a crazy believer that I'm sure most of us here have interacted with. If you go through Bugolobi, there's a gentleman that usually helps kids to cross the road.
Yes.
In Middle East, we have him here. And part of our responsibility was to look for crazy believers in Uganda. Of course, some you have seen. But this particular guy, we had to get an investigative journalist who we have here.
Mr.
Biarhanga. So I would love Biarhanga to just.
So why does he stand up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's give a huge round of applause to him.
Biarhanga. I work with NTV Uganda. I got to know Chiviri about 4 years ago when I shifted to Bugolobi. Hadori's thought parents pay him to ensure that those kids cross the road going to school and back. But later on, as I interacted with him, I discovered he was just doing it out of his personal initiative. Kiviri, much as he doesn't know English, but I will summarize the whole story. He has been doing this for the last 26 years. So many of you know a place called Kiswa. He was once a taxi driver, and as he was getting there, he saw one child get knocked. And he got the kid, put the kid in his taxi, and proceeded to Mulago. And something told him that, why don't I do something about this? Because that road, so many vehicles are always speeding, and it's a risk for mostly like the kids and the juveniles. So Chiviri put aside his job, that is being a taxi driver, and started helping these kids. There is a testimony. There are some who are working in big offices. He doesn't mind even if you don't come back and say thank you to him. He knows he has saved a life. And that is his pride, and that is where it derives his pride.
And I want to commend Coca-Cola for this great initiative. First of all, it's just Africa Let's Go Crazy, and it's not going crazy cuckoos. It's actually getting just a heart of kindness to start helping other people without being told, or, you know, without just thinking, okay, maybe I'm just going to do it because my mom said so. No, just an act of kindness, just out of your heart for somebody who you don't know or even know, but without being paid for it. But anyways, I have the right person to tell you all about what this campaign is all about, because I'm not so good at all this, but he can tell me. Brandon, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Robin?
I'm doing good. Brandon, first of all, I want to commend Coca-Cola for doing this. This is a great initiative, and just so, in case people haven't understood me well, what is Coca-Cola Let's Go Crazy all about?
In 2010, we launched a campaign called "A Billion Reasons to Believe in Africa," and it was more of an inspirational campaign. We wanted Africans to believe in themselves. When everything is going haywire in Europe, when banks are closing in Europe, banks are opening up in Africa, and in Uganda specifically. When we had the world economic crisis. Well, it happened, but we're not that affected as much. So it was more of an inspirational campaign to get guys to believe in Africa and to be proud to be Africans. Now, what we've launched today, which is called Africa Let's Go Crazy. I will want to use Uganda Let's Go Crazy, so because it makes it closer. Yeah, we want to create a movement of guys that will get to act on acts of kindness.
Check this out.
Let's take another quick break. Do not go anywhere.